All right, doing this video on something that's I'm working on right now, and hopefully that it can help you guys because I'm doing it too. Is I'm actually changing and pushing forward with some goals that I have coming up here because my birthday is coming up in August. I'll be 51. So I always take a look. Did I hit my goals and targets for last year? And the ones I didn't hit, one, do I still want them? And if I still do, what happened? Because it can't always be I didn't work hard. Like at some point, the excuse of not working hard, I don't have a problem working. I don't have a problem doing. That's never been a problem of mine. You got to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. If you have a problem doing something, that's a different problem. But if you're not hitting your goals and you're a doer like me, I'm sure you are too. Sometimes it's just the area. So for me, I was like, dude, I got to make an adjustment on my network. Like I have people that I work with that I love. I'm not letting go of them, but I need to start building a bigger network or a new network or a new audience of people that one, I can help, I can hit my goals with them. And two, our goals align. Like they got to want to be successful too, not just talk about it. Maybe they're at a different level, right? And be honest with you, and this is something that I had to learn, and I really not just learn, I had to accept. I got to reach up to a new network. I can't keep reaching sideways, right? So some of you guys out there that have a network now, it's easy to reach sideways and go, look, I can help them and I can help them. The problem is when you want to go to a new network, you want to reach up. How do I reach up and help the people above me? Man, you got to make those distinctions. But first, you got to make the decision. I made a decision. I can no longer keep going to a network, my past network, or even sometimes my current networks that we met like last year or something like that, who one, I can keep giving to them and giving to them and giving to them, but they don't appreciate what I give because I'm looking at bigger goals. My goals for Bell Capital, I'll let you guys know my goals for Bell Capital. Goals and targets are different, right? But my goal, my life purpose while I'm here on this planet, we're going to build a $50 billion real estate company. I want to have over 100,000 units. That's not impossible. MAA has over 100,000 units. Graystar has 100,000 units. Starwood Capital, 100,000 units. Like, so that's not an abnormal number to be one of the top multifamily owners in the world. So that's something I want to do. It doesn't make sense to aim for less than that, right? That said, though, the networks that I build along the way, the relationships that I build, they have to also align with those goals, right? So that said, how can you help the people above you? Like if you're reaching up, like me, like keep reaching up, not sideways. Like then I have to pick a target. I have to one, I need to make a decision. One, I need a new network. I need new friends. Period. You have to do that. You're gonna have to recycle all the time. There's nothing wrong with that because if you're constantly growing your network, you're constantly building new relationships upwards. You're gonna keep going up too, right? If you have a $30 million conversation, $50 million conversation, like yes, 2 days ago, a deal we were working on. I talked to one of the brokers, and that deal is a $250 million real estate deal. That is getting ready to trade. We were talking about that and where we sat in that deal for Bell Capital. Like if I hadn't worked on those relationships over the last 3 years, I would have had that phone call that he's a part of my network. It's a relationship I built. So because of that conversation, I can have 200, a $250 million conversations that I wouldn't have had just 5 years ago because we were looking at deals that were only like 20 million, 30 million or less, right? Because that was the network. So how do you do that? Once you make a decision that you're going to grow and expand your network and your friends to a different level. So then you need to map that out, right? So what I decided, you know, like who do you want to meet? Right? I mean, you may not know how to meet them, but I can tell you social media and all the things going on in the world right now, that just takes some commitment. But first, like I said, decision and then next the commitment. So, like for me, when I think about who I want in my network, number one, I want billionaires in my network. Billionaires. People who started billion-dollar companies. People, right? Companies. Like who? I would love to meet Warren Buffett. I would love to meet Warren Buffett at some point in my career. I want to meet Steve Schwarzman. Steve Schwarzman from Blackstone. I'll just do that. I would love to meet Barry Sternlicht over at Starwood. Shit, I want to meet Dana White. I want to be associated with these guys. I want them in my network of people that I connect with, people I can connect and ask questions with, and also somehow add value to what they're doing. I don't know what that looks like, but I know I can find out. And sometimes, man, you just ask, hey, how can I add value? What's important to you? What are you working on that I can help out with? What charities are you a part of that I can contribute to? Man, speaking of, I want to meet the president. President. I want to meet the next U.S. president. I want to be a part of what they're doing. I want to see who they are. I want to be able to, I want to have these relationships in this capacity. And if it's not the president, it's somebody on their team, somebody that is important and support what they're doing, as well as those things for me. Let's see. In this market, I want to meet the top brokers. In San Diego, I want to meet the top broker in Austin. I want to work with the top brokers in Orange County. Uh, in Orange County, I want to meet the ones in Irvine. So like I want to have the top broker connections, which we constantly are working on those things. Top lenders. I want to meet over at JP Morgan. I would love to connect with Jamie Dimon. Let's see who else. I want to meet people over at Goldman Sachs. There's so many people that I want to meet. Man, I want to meet celebrities. I want to meet guys like Drake. I want to meet Kevin Hart. I want to have all these different connections. You name it. So when you start to change the thought process about your network, running out of paper. I got one more. When you start to think differently about who you're connected with, because we've already said like your network is your network, or something that I've been kind of using lately is your NOI. In real estate, there's an NOI. That's your net operating income. But in your life, it should be network of influence. Who's your NOI? That's a C. Who's your NOI? Who's your network of influence? Are they negative people? Are they positive people? Are they successful? Are they entrepreneurs? Do they have more time to do positive stuff and hustle and go out and make money and drive and push things forward? Or do they have just time for hate, complaints? They don't want to grow. Every time you have an idea, they pull you back. Or worse, similar to me, sometimes the things that I'm doing, people don't appreciate it. Not that they don't appreciate me, but they can't appreciate what I'm bringing to the table with Bell Capital, the organization we're growing, the businesses that we do, the service that we offer. Hey, like our investors want to invest anywhere from 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, $1 million. If you don't have money, then you can't appreciate my service. You can like it. You can be like, oh, that's great, but you don't really see the value in it. You can't appreciate what we do. We can't exchange. And if you have a better network, a network of influence or network of investors, whatever, network of relationships with people, network of whatever it is you do, they influence you and you should be able to influence them. But you guys should be having conversations about billions of dollars, 1 billion, $50 billion plus. Me and my buddy were talking yesterday and we were having these conversations. I'm like, look, here's what it's going to take for us to get to $50 billion. Here's how many investors we need. Here's how much distribution for our capital distributions that I want to send to my investors. I want to have $250 million of my own money invested in certain deals, not definitely way before I hit that, because I know how much cash flow we need, because I'm like, hey, look, if I get to around $12 million a year cash flow personally over the next 5 years or so, that would make me happy. That would keep my interest. You need a network of influence of people that don't crush that dream when you have those conversations with people. And trust me, guys, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I mean, I've always done that. Anyone who knows me knows if Victor's pressing forward, I have one skill, and that's persistence. If I say I'm going to get 100,000 units, if I'm going to buy 1,000 units over the next 12 to 18 months, you guys know if I'm saying it, it will be done. But my network of influence knows that about me. But this new one, I don't know what that's going to be for you guys. Is it going to be people who are successful in pushing? So it's simple, guys. I mean, just get out a piece of paper like I did, whiteboard, whatever, or a piece of paper and just write new network, new friends. And then just write out who you want. Who would you love to connect with? Who would you love to say, you know what? These people are in my phone. I talk to them. I can pick up the phone and call them just like they can pick up the phone and call me. But I would suggest for you guys, this is just whatever. Make a network of successful people. People that are successful, they're focused, they're driven, and they have to have good attitudes, right? They got to be great people. They need to be good for you, just like you could be good for them, right? And start building your network, your NOI, your network of influence, your network of investors, whatever. Even if they're not money investors for you, they should be investing into you just the same way you can invest into them. Time, energy, experiences. As you grow, you can share that. But for me, I made a decision that I need a new network. I need new friends, and I'm going to be pushing it. And you guys are going to really see that. Hopefully, you guys will be with me on that. Hopefully, you guys take this into account also for yourself. These are all, I mean, I want to learn from people who have done billions of dollars, people who created billion-dollar companies, multi-million dollar companies as well, real estate people, business people, private equity, hedge funds, bankers, investment bankers, entertainers, celebrities, politicians, government officials. Like I want to meet people like that because I'm growing, and I know you guys are too. So ask yourself that question. Are you in the place where you finally need a new network? Be honest with yourself. Like are you getting where you want to go? And then is it really what like I said earlier in the beginning with goals, like is it really what you want? You may have something that you set that you don't want. And then once you know what you actually want, then you have to take a look and be honest with yourself. Do I have the relationships built to get me where I want to go? And if I don't, then I need to start building new relationships. And that means I need a new network of people. And you need to start figuring out, who do you need to meet? I want to meet these people. So if you know them, let me know. I would love to connect with them. And hopefully I continue to be somebody, which I will be, because I'm going to keep growing. As I meet people like this, I learn, I grow, I expand. That expands your network. If you know me and I know them, then you know them, right? Because we can collaborate. I'm looking to joint venture. I'm looking to collaborate with people. I'm looking to partner with people. That's what Bell Capital is. It's a giant partnership. I'm inviting people to invest in our company so we can do these things together, right? But this was a short video on network. Your network is your net worth. We've all known that. If you need a network of people that raises your net worth, that's your NOI, your network of influence. Like who can you, if you had a great opportunity, you want to be able to dig into your network of people and they actually lift you up, right? And you lift them up by being a part of it as well. So simple action plan. Get out a piece of paper, write new network on the top, and start writing out who you want to connect with. What relationships do you want to build? And start working them. Like don't go to take away from them. Go to give something. Give first. And I promise you, you will build the relationships that you want, just like I'm going to do. And you're going to see it. A lot of these people on this list, I'm either going to meet, I'm going to be in contact with, we're going to do stuff. I didn't even mention like professional athletes like Conor McGregor, A-Rod, which is no longer an athlete, but he's in the business world because that intrigues me. I want to meet him, and he's an inspiration to me. Magic Johnson is in there. Shaquille O'Neal is in there. All the MMA fighters, like UFC fighters, Bellator fighters, baseball players, pitchers, things like that, football players. Like I want to meet all those people. I want my network to be something that inspires me to keep going so I can be who I want to be. So hopefully I can inspire them and add value. So, but that's how you build your network. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just sharing with you. I'm working it out as well. And you're going to see these things and hopefully reach back out to me. Let me know if this helped. Let me know as you start to build your network what you're looking to. And hopefully I can be a part of that. I do care about you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day today. Let's get after it.